welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, welcome. Thank you for stopping by. My name is Hasfa, and on this channel I enjoy sharing the many projects that I do in and around my home. I also have a small retail business where I sell items that I make myself or items that I flip for resale. If you're returning, welcome back, and I hope that you will enjoy today's video because yet again I have turned my dining room table into a mini showroom to show you the items that are now available on my Etsy store. So I made all of these items last week. I'm going to share with you the creative process. I will tell you what it cost me to produce them, just in case you're interested in reselling or selling, or if you just want to know. All right, so without further ado, let's get started. The first thing I'm going to show you guys cost me nothing to make. Check this out. So you remember I told you someone removed a deck in their backyard and I stockpiled all that wood? Well, that's what I used to make this. It is a 2x6 piece of wood. I cut it down into the shape of a house using my miter saw, and I used my Cricut to write the message. Now this is going to show backwards, I think, but that's because my camera's on selfie mode, because I want to make sure that I get everything in the frame. So it's important for me to see the screen. So that's why if this is backwards. But so it's a little house, and with a scripture that says, "As for me and my house, we will serve the Lord." And I thought it would be perfect to go on a house. Now these are great on shelves next to book stacks, and they stand up on their own. Pretty nice and solid. You can drop this thing 100 times. It is not going anywhere. I have also sealed the letters, so if it gets wet, it's just fine. It will just wipe clean. So I currently have 3 in the white. I will make more as needed, but I also have some in black. And here are the black ones. Now, for the black ones, I am trying a new technique that I've been watching on YouTube from Ginger Chic Rehab, and this is something that she does that I thought was something I could try, and I am so absolutely glad that she shared that tip because I love how it turns out. So all I do is I paint this black, I distress it using my orbital sander, and then I go over it with some Waverly Antique wax, and it gives us this really nice antique look, makes that black color not so harsh and makes it nice and pop. All right, and I also have 3 of the black ones. As always, I can make more as needed. Remember, all of these items are on the shop as I show this video, so you can go and grab those. So the next item is this cute home sign. And this is a galvanized metal that I spray painted with my appliance proxy in black. And then I built this frame using some fence board. You guys remember there's a video I posted about where my husband and I had a fight, and instead of buying me flowers, he went out and found a stockpile of wood and brought home for me. Well, this is still part of that wood that I'm using. So this is an old fence board, and then I framed it out and I covered it in burlap, and I thought it was really cute how it turned out. So I have 2 of these in stock. Now look at this beautiful floral arrangement is another trash to treasure. This is another one of those giant cans, tomato sauce cans, that I spray painted white, and then I covered it in burlap and lace, and I stamped it using my Cricut with the word faith inside of it. And I absolutely love the scale of this. I love these peonies that I get from Walmart. They're really excellent quality, and I just love the shabby chicness of this arrangement. So the total cost for this, the can was free, lace I already had, the burlap I already had in stock, and the flowers I already had in stock. So this cost me nothing to make. Right, so this arrangement is something short and low that can sit on top of a stack of books, on top of the countertop, on top of a shelf, and it doesn't take up too much space. Now this was a little wooden box that I found from Goodwill for 99 cents. I painted it white. and then I covered it in this beautiful lace that I get from the dollar store, and then I filled it with some peonies from Walmart and some lamb's ear from Hobby Lobby. I couldn't remember what this lamb's ear is called, but I think this is beautiful with how it turned out. And the total cost for this is a little over $1. You guys, here we go again with my fascination for chickens. This is another arrangement. So this wooden box I built using pallet wood, and then I covered it in burlap and I stamped that chicken on it using my Cricut, filled it with some of those same peonies and lamb's ear. And I think this is lovely. It's so cute. Look at it. And I think this would be perfect for the kitchen. This cost me nothing to make because the pallet wood I already had on hand, the flowers already had on hand. Here's another chicken. So this is glass. It was a glass vase. I probably bought this for $1. Usually I don't pay more than that for my vases if I buy them from the thrift store. But so this was a glass vase that I painted white, sealed it, and then I used a stencil that I made on my Cricut to put this chicken on it, and I put the words from products, and I filled it with these beautiful peonies. Now these came from Michael's, but I just think this is so beautiful, and I love that shabby chicness of it. So these little buckets that I got from Goodwill for 79 cents, I got several of them, I think about 7. And they were actually Christmas buckets. They had Santa Claus and reindeers on them. So what I did, I washed them down really well, and then I painted them in a nice, clean, crisp white. And I used a decal, wanted to make sure it wasn't a stencil. This is a decal that I cut out using my Cricut, and I applied, and then I filled it with some boxwood from Walmart. So for the total cost of this is a little under $2, and I made several of these. Actually, I only have 3 of the ones with the chicken and the wreath, and the wreath is made of chicken feet. Look at that. And I also have one with the chicken silhouette. I have 3 of each. I have 3 of the ones with the chicken, and I have 3 of the ones with the chicken and the chicken feet rib. Alright, so another trash to treasure. So this was the Yankee candle jar. You guys remember, everyone has some of those. Your candle burns low and you're left with just a jar with wax at the bottom that you can't do anything with but throw it away. Not here. What I do, I soak the wax in really hot water so that I can get it out of the jar. And then I wash them nice and clean, remove all labels. And then I painted these white. Sorry, I have some hot glue there. So I painted this white. I used that technique I was talking about where I apply transfers. I get these transfers from the dollar store, and I think they're so lovely. And then I filled it with this greenery from Walmart. You guys, currently Walmart is running their floral sale. These were 25 cents a piece. So I have 4 stems in here. Normally they will cost about $4, but because I got this greenery during the sale, it's $1 worth of greenery in this vase. And so the jar was free, the twine I already had on hand. So the total cost of production for this item is $1. Back to that old fence wood from my husband. I still have plenty on hand, so I used some to build this box. It's really nice and solid. I painted it and I distressed the edges to give it that old look. And then guess what, guys? I live out in Rosenberg, and we have a lot of magnolias. And so I filled this with some beautiful magnolias from Michael's. But there's one more cool thing that I did to it. Da-da-da-da. I made a stencil using my Cricut, and I put the words Pecan Grove because there's a county next to us that's called Pecan Grove, and they have a farmer's market. So I figured that this would be a really good seller if I ever go to the market, or if I post this locally on Facebook Market, or just if anyone wants to purchase it, but I thought it was really cool. And I distressed this stencil to make it look old, make it look like it's always been there. And I just love how this turned out. These beautiful magnolias are just gorgeous. And it's quite big. It's about 16 inches high. The total cost of this was nothing because I used the wood from my husband. And then these magnolias were gifted to me by my friend Evelyn. So Evelyn, I hope you're watching and I hope you like how these turned out. For my final two products, I have these crates. So I bought this from Goodwill for $1.99. I mean, it was really not pretty. It was yellow and had some red flowers on it. It was hand painted, which I appreciate, but it just wasn't something that would sell in my market. And so I gave it this rustic powder vintage blue from Bear. It's chalk paint. And then I put this beautiful stencil on it. I used the stencil to put this beautiful mom's kitchen design on it. And I think this turned out lovely. Now, some people use this to hold silverware. You can put napkins here and you got forks, spoons, teaspoons, and something else. But yeah, so this is nice and cute. So total cost of production for this item, $2. I had this crate in my pile for about 3 years. I've tried many things to get it to sell and nothing worked, so I hope that this will help it get sold. So I originally painted it in white and I put the word kitchen on it, but I was really new at the process of, flipping and doing things. It probably wasn't done well, but this time I decided I was gonna give it a nice coat of black paint. I distressed it and then I put that same mom's kitchen design on it. And it also has the same compartments, napkins, forks, spoons, whatever. And it's really, really cute. It's hand built, it's nice and steady, solid wood. And so hopefully it will sell this time. If you like it, it's gonna be on the Etsy store. Alright guys, so I hope you've enjoyed this shop tour today. If there's anything you saw and you would like to see the creative process behind, just let me know in the comments below. It gives me an idea of what type of content that you guys want to see next. And if you do want to purchase anything, I have put the link to my Etsy store in the description below. But guys, if you've enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up, leave a comment below. It really helps to grow my channel. It lets YouTube know that you like my content so that they will keep recommending my videos. Thanks for tuning in and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.